Well, the warm weather's back in the valley, at least for a couple more days. If you were up early this morning, there was a little areas of clouds and fog around, but most of the day has been dominated by sunshine, and temperatures back above 80 this afternoon. And we could keep a couple more warm days ahead before the weather cools off again. So let's get to the maps and show you. We look at what we have in our future here. Maybe a little fog late tonight and tomorrow morning. We have moisture coming back in from the Gulf, so it's probably going to cloud up tonight, and there could be some fog. Warm and humid weather for Thursday and Friday. Temperatures still back in the 80s in the afternoon, it looks like, for both Thursday and Friday, but the humidities will be rising more tomorrow, and I think Friday overall for this time of year looks like a fairly humid day to start the weekend coming up. But that will begin to change. We do have 1 weak cold front Friday night and then a stronger one on Sunday to help bring colder weather by Christmas Day, and at least a couple of days of some maybe cool or chilly weather there right around the holiday. Temperatures right now at 80 in Harlingen, 76 in Brownsville, and 85 in Rio Grande City. Temperatures very warm again. You notice it's a little cooler in eastern Cameron County. There's still been kind of some clouds hanging on across southern and eastern Cameron County at times today, and that's kept temperatures from getting as warm as other places. Wind flow is still pretty light, but you notice the wind's starting to come back in off the Gulf from the east and southeast, and with that, light wind and some higher humidity coming our way, that could also be a factor for some fog tonight. And you look at the dew points, you know, we don't have the muggy meter on here, but the higher the number, the higher the humidity. And with dew points in the 60s along the coast and the dry air still in Starr County, but I think the humidity is going to start to kind of increase more tonight. So with that combination of moisture and some somewhat cooler weather tonight, that could lead to low clouds and fog. But the evening, pretty quiet this evening. Temperatures fall from the 70s through the 60s. And then clouds could increase and thicken late tonight. Maybe some patchy fog already in a few spots by around 11 o'clock or midnight. But we kind of have this set up again. Clear skies early this evening in most areas. And you combine that with that light southeasterly wind bringing the humidity off the Gulf. And that could, again, get some fog going in spots for early tomorrow morning. But it should quickly dissipate. Notice the satellite radar, too. A little showers offshore, but you can kind of see some of the clouds there on the last frame right there. Kind of on the bottom part of the screen near the edge of Cameron County and southwest into Mexico. Again, some of that cloudy areas of moisture there trying to come back in tonight. So temperatures across Texas mostly in the 70s, 75 in Austin, 78 in Zapata, and 62 in Dallas. And we look at the Futuretrack here, and we do have the clouds trying to thicken tonight. Again, there could be some fog in spots toward morning and not widespread fog everywhere. But during the day tomorrow, partly sunny skies return by midday and afternoon, and I think that gets temperatures back into the 80s again, but the humidity on the rise. Friday, probably no fog in the morning, but enough sunshine getting through to warm temperatures back into the 80s. And I think Friday overall looks pretty humid. Notice a cold front moves in Friday night. Not a very strong front, but along it and behind it, there could be a few showers around. We're not looking for a widespread big rain, but you notice how Futuretrack does put a little more light rain in by Saturday morning. So I think from maybe about 11 p.m. Friday night to about noon on Saturday, we could have a few showers around the area, but we're not looking for widespread heavy rain anywhere, maybe a few tenths of an inch of rain or less. So the first 1-5-70 forecast, warm tomorrow, even warmer on Friday, highs in the 80s. Those lows only near 70 on Friday morning. That weak cold front cools us off a bit over the weekend with a small chance for showers Saturday morning. A stronger cold front comes in around midday Sunday, and that drops highs probably into the 50s for Christmas Day. Models maybe not quite as chilly as they were yesterday with the forecast, but a colder Christmas Day out of the next 7. That's the coldest of all of them, and then we start to warm up again late next week. So we do have some cold weather around for those of you who like the little chilly Christmas weather, and we'll keep tracking it. And your first 1-5 forecast again coming up.